Welcome back to another episode of That Line Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Scotty Two Dotty, and today I'm talking about your winning season. But first, before we jump into that, as always, y'all, like, share, subscribe, tell your neighbor, tell your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, tell whoever about this podcast. Share it. Spread the word. Allow this channel to continue to grow and flood YouTube. So more content can be created, more avenues to um navigate through this thing called life would be presented on this podcast. As long as you guys do your parts as viewers and receive what's being given and also share what's being given. So I'm thankful for another opportunity and another moment to sit before you and share some wisdom for your Wednesday. So without further ado, we're gonna talk about your winning season. Um, I have mentioned on this on this platform about me being a DJ and stuff of that nature, and I have mentioned about other things taking place, but where God has put put me at in this stage of my life, I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately. I've been doing a lot of looking over like my life, and that's one thing that is a surefire way for me to really bring tears to like my eyes and really inspire me to keep going because a lot of things, and I have mentioned that on here, a lot of things in my life have changed dramatically. Has changed, and once that change happened, and not only once that change happened, once you accept that change, there is no going back. There is no going back to how things once was or how you might have thought it may have been because now you're in the realm of knowing. You're in the realm of being um, responsible for that knowledge. And a lot of things have gone a certain way because either I was in denial or trying to reason with it versus accepting it. I feel like the groundwork and doing and getting to a stage where you can start winning and then start learning how to manage your success and learn how to manage being blessed. It starts with accepting the things that you can't change, along with changing your perspective. But those two kind of go hand in hand as far as is learning that your life has chapters. Um, your life has a a seat like seasons and chapters, and throughout all of that, your entire book of life, you're gonna have things that go wrong. You're gonna have things that go extremely right. You're gonna have things that go extremely wrong. And hold and through all of that, you still have to remain solid, remain 10 toes down in the things that you are doing, and despite of your setbacks, despite of the hiccups, despite of the things that may go right, may go wrong, you still have to be locked into your purpose. And once you accept things that you can't change, now you can navigate through accepting who you are and accepting your calling and accepting things for as they are, but also just accepting why you're here, accepting that you may have got dealt a bad hand, but that goes along with accepting things that you can't change. Whether it be you was an orphan or something sinister happened to you or to your family, and this and third. Um, a lot of things that happen in that aspect on a surface level, I get why giving up, I get why just saying fuck life in its entirety makes the most sense. But just in the book of Job, when all that was going on with Job, and God came to him and showed him the complexities, the nuances, he showed him the coding of life and what it truly means to exist naturally and to allow balance to happen in the course of the world and the course of the universe. Job looked at everything that he was going through so much differently. And I know that's extremely easier said than done because, the emotions live on the surface, the thoughts live on the surface, the thoughts of being deprived of a loved one, being deprived of a object or a physical thing, you know, um, breaking that attachment is tough to get to your winning season, to get to your purpose in this and third, and I'm not downplaying nobody's loss, nobody's struggle, but in order to get to your winning season, that goes along with the seven things that you can't change, and growing through your heartache, growing through your setbacks or your tragic event. And you gotta know that your loved ones, or the things that once was, if you can bring your winning season into that time frame where that loved one can see you winning, just know that things would be enjoyable. They are proud of you. They are happy for you. That moment may not ever exist again, but you know how lit that moment would be if that loved one, or if you can bring your success back 10 years ago, or this and third. But everything is on schedule. It's like a train system. It's like um a flight system. Everything is on schedule, and a delay is not a denial, or a delay is not a no. A delay is just preparation. It's not for you to feel neglected by God. It's not for you to feel neglected by the universe, or neglected by some people believe in happenstance. Whatever you believe in, as far as this how life is shaping up, is not by irony. Is not just cause. It's a purpose. It's preparation. And I know where I'm at as far as like the spectrum. As I said, like being able to look over my life. I was DJing this past week, and I was just sitting there, like in the midst of the mix, just sitting there, just thinking and looking over like my life, like, man, like I'm really in somebody's bar with a banging sound system mixing. I'm really getting the compliments. People are seeing the gift, this God given gift, and people are saying, "Hey man, you're killing it. Hey man, whatever the case may be." And every single compliment, every single monster transition, and oh, and clap and hey, and whatever, all single, every solid, every single one of them, all those hoop and hollers go to God, all of it, because um, I never pictured my life being how it is. Never. I never pictured being a DJ. I never thought that that was my purpose, or one of my gifts that God has given me. That's something that, again, like learning how to be blessed and learning how to win. Because yes, I grew up having, I grew up with so much at my disposal. But when you lack wisdom at a young age, you do foolish things, or your time is spent idle. Hence why I don't know how to sit still on my days off. Like I feel like, on my days off, like I have 72 hours to, like it's literally like a countdown. It's like I have 72 hours to get things right. I have 72 hours to make things make sense until I get back into the bulk of my day being interrupted by me having to go and work and stuff of that nature, go and provide stuff of that nature. But as this goes with winning, this is what I pray for. This is what this season calls for. And your winning season requires so much focus, so much discipline, so much forward thinking, so much self control, so much um, wisdom to win. You know, in the course of everything that's going on, because while you're winning, somebody's mad that you're winning. While you're winning, somebody is upset that things are going your way, or it may even be, in my case, like for like example, in my case, like again, you don't know how to be in this season because you're so used to disappointment. You're so used to all this shoe gonna drop, all this gonna happen, that's gonna happen. But it shouldn't disrupt your winning. It should encourage you to stay even more locked in, even more focused, because even you can have the best record in the league and you are still vulnerable to be, beaten. So, and you can end the season with the best record. This is a sports analogy, but it don't make you less of a winner because you have some losses. Even in your season of being the best version of yourself, you can still come out on top of whatever loss or lesson that you are, experiencing, because you have favor, you have a purpose, you have guidance, you have things that is not just you. And that's something else I want to speak on. Even in your season of winning, you're not only winning for yourself, you're winning for somebody else, somebody that you may not even know. Hence why I do these videos. Like you don't know who, what, where, when, how somebody's gonna stumble across your story. You may bump into somebody and you guys just start chopping it up, and you know bam, you just figure out that your life experience mirror theirs, and you guys can compare notes, and you can walk through life a little bit more strategically, a little bit more knowledgeable of the things that you got going on, because somebody else is experiencing this. And everybody experience winning differently. So sometimes winning go to people's head. Sometimes winning, it's unfamiliar, or it's unsettling, or it's even uncomfortable. But in the midst of your winning, always give glory to God. Always give glory to a higher power. I would highly suggest that, because um, I don't care how rich, how famous, how well known, how successful, how powerful as a human being you think that you are. Everybody's vulnerable at any given time. Anything can happen to anybody at any given time. So every day that you have life, I would suggest you to, thank the actual higher power, the actual rhyme and reason for all and everything that you have, whether your perspective view it as minimum. Somebody You have somebody's max at your minimum. So always remember that. Um, so yeah, man. I just encourage you guys, if you guys are in a season of frustration, if you are in a season of things not feeling like they're going your way, I feel like the things that you gotta focus on is what's going right, what you can build on, learning, um, how to win for yourself and yours, whether that's be putting in work at a job that you really don't want to go to, a job that is at this point how this country and how the world is spinning. Um, you're not seeing no financial benefit from really going to work every day. And when I say financial benefit, once all the bills are paid, once all things are said and done, you don't see nothing from it from like yourself. You may get a full gas tank and this and that, and third, but I want to kind of change that perspective some. Like I just said, um, your winning is not just for you. So your sacrifice of the time that you can't get back going to a job that can give two fucks about you, that view you as a modern, like, and I know this is a saturated term and a saturated phrase, using you as a modern slave, which you know we all are. Whether you can use analogy as a modern day slave, a legal prostitute, you know, because we are all getting fucked in some aspect. So whatever you want to use as far as that, but knowing that you're doing that for your family, you're doing that so that you can do what you want to do. Use that as a stepping stone. Use that as a rope to climb to where you would like to be. Because even though I'm DJing at this bar, you know, Brothers Bar and Grill in South Bend, come and check me out every Thursday, or every other Thursday. We're still trying to work out the kinks of that, but the point being, I still work a full-time job, and I want to get to a point to where, you know, I'm DJing, let's just say Thursday through Sunday, maybe. And that's my full-time job, you know. And even though I DJ kind of late and, you know, I get home kind of late and I be exhausted, you know, I would rather that, you know, that type of exhaustion and that kind of, you know, man, you know, I'm beat versus like I'm getting beat, you know, 4 days out the week, you know, doing logistics and, you know, I got to deal with a lot of things that's completely out of my control. Only thing really out of my control is how people receive the gift, but the gift is consistent, you know. So I would rather have people kind of not focus on my gifts, and the gift is still what it is, versus I'm being impacted by so much that's out of my control that, you know, I can talk about that shit for days, but that don't stop anything that I'm doing as far as like how where God has, you know, guided me, and where God has taken me. Um, I receive everything that God is putting in my life right now, because um I tell a few people this story as far as you know, the stuff that I experienced with my daughter's mom. A lot of stuff have could have checked me out of here, because that headspace is something that I would never, as long as my breath has body, I would never forget that. Come on, man. Gotta introduce my co-host. Shay Hey World. Yeah, that's something that I will never ever forget as long as I live. As far as this that experience, but um, looking back, you appreciate where you are at as far as, you know, you was lost, and then now, you know, not only are you found, but you found so much more success, so much more to be thankful and to be vibrant about. And that's something that I'm grateful for each and every day. You know, my long days, my difficult days, my good days, my bad days, they all part in this season that you know, I am currently in. And my son here. It's part of that winning season. Mm-hmm. Because he's the one and only cat I've ever had. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for him too. Right, man? We gotta start you a page next year, man. Mm-hmm. My little world. All right, man. Gotta wrap things up. Yeah, he's a bug of epic proportions. But yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope something was said to really get you through this Wednesday, and enjoy enjoy your life, y'all. Enjoy winning, even when you have losses, because if you pay attention to what's going on in this world, a lot of people are that you thought were winners um fix the game to win, and now they're paying the consequences of their actions. It's okay to win with God and lose lose some of the all of the world, not some of the world. It's okay to win with God and lose the world. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to subscribe to nothing that on the surface, man. I give you X, Y, Z. Just do this. Just compromise who you are so that you can have this, and you don't have to worry. You don't have to put no tax on your body. You don't have to, you know, because that's taken away from your winnings. That's taken away from your purpose. That's taken away while you're here. So I hope you guys receive that message and pay attention to your surroundings. To be alive is to be aware. Shout out Eric Sanders for that wisdom that he given me many moons ago. But to be alive is to be aware. So always be aware of what's going on and who's around you and the things that's impacting your immediate environment and the global environment as a whole. So I thank you guys for your time, man. Again, like, share, and subscribe, man. Continue to grow and glow the pod up, man. And shout out to the viewers who viewed my Ray's reaction. I'm gonna continue to, drop those videos. You guys, I see you guys like those videos. So shit, I'm gonna keep on dropping them then. Shit, but why not? So yeah, man. Love y'all, man. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, comment, run the viewership up. But yeah, man, until next time, this is another um exclusive from the Dotland podcast. I'm your host, DJ Sky 2 and I'm signing off. Peace.